Episode 1. The Chosen One. The morning mist rolled in over the red earth of Omuahia village, clinging to the thatched roofs and whispering through the tall iroko trees. Birds called lazily to one another as the sun stretched its golden fingers over the sleeping land. In the heart of the village, a narrow footpath wound its way to a modest compound surrounded by herbs, carved stones and hanging gourds filled with sacred water. This was the home of Ngozi. She moved like a breeze, quiet and sure-footed, weaving between the garden beds with a woven basket in hand. Her eyes, dark and steady, scanned the leaves with the patience of one who knew which plant would sing and which would sting. Her long braids were adorned with cowries and feathers, symbols of her sacred calling. At 25, Ngozi had already become one of the most respected spiritual guides in Omuahia. The elders spoke of her with reverence. The children watched her with awe. She had been chosen by the oracle at birth, marked with a crescent-shaped scar that no blade had made. The village said the spirits had kissed her forehead. She did not speak much of her childhood. Most knew that her parents had died in a fire when she was 7. And the oracle Mama Nena had raised her in the ways of the old gods. Ngozi had learned to listen to the wind, to read the bones, and to speak with the ancestors when the moon was high and the drums were silent. This morning, she was preparing for the new moon, cleansing a ritual that kept the village in harmony with the grove. The sacred grove lay just beyond the edge of the forest, wrapped in mist and mystery. No one entered it except Ngozi. It was her duty, her burden, her bond. As she placed a handful of dried okazi leaves into the basket, a shadow appeared at the edge of her compound. It was Adama, the baker's wife, her eyes wide with worry. Ngozi, Adana said breathlessly. The twins of Esbuka have fallen ill. Their bodies are burning like fire, and they cry out in their sleep. Please come quickly. Ngozi's heart tightened. This was the 3rd mysterious illness this month. She wiped her hands on her wrapper, picked up her basket, and nodded. Take me to them, she said calmly. But deep in her chest, something stirred. A warning, a whisper. Something in the spirits had shifted. Watch out for episode 2. Like, share, comments on the comment. Thank you all.